Ever wonder why the rich seem to get richer while others struggle? In the next few minutes, you'll discover 10 shocking habits of the poor that the wealthy avoid like the plague. Habits that could be holding you back. Welcome back to the Game of Life. As we preach, our goal is to give you so much value that you feel compelled to give back. All we ask in return is that you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already and activate those crazy notifications. Have you ever wondered why, despite all your hard work, wealth seems to slip through your fingers? You're not alone. Most people struggle financially, feeling like they're on a treadmill, working harder but never getting ahead. But what if I told you that the key to breaking free from this cycle isn't about working harder, but about working smarter? By the end of this video, you'll discover the shocking habits that keep people trapped in poverty and how avoiding these habits can open doors to a life you've only dreamed of. Stick around, because at the end of this video, I'll reveal a secret used by the ultra-wealthy, something that can transform your mindset and your bank account. Are you ready to break free? 1. Living paycheck to paycheck. Let's face it, how many of us are just trying to make it through to the next payday? It's a habit that seems almost unavoidable, but this is the first trap. The rich avoid living paycheck to paycheck like it's poison. Why? Because it puts you in survival mode, where you can't plan, invest, or take advantage of opportunities. How would your life change if you didn't have to stress about bills every month? What if you had the freedom to invest in your future instead of worrying about today? 2. Not having an emergency fund. Picture this. Your car breaks down, or you suddenly lose your job. If you're like most people, you'll panic. That's the poor habit at work, failing to prepare for the unexpected. The rich, on the other hand, always have a cushion to soften life's blows. They treat an emergency fund as non-negotiable. How often have you been blindsided by an unexpected expense that set you back months? Imagine having peace of mind knowing you're prepared for anything. 3. Relying on debt. This is a big one. Credit cards, payday loans, personal loans. Poor people rely on these to maintain their lifestyle. The rich avoid debt like the plague because they know it steals future wealth. They understand that debt is a trap that keeps you working for money rather than having money work for you. Here's a brutal truth. If you're constantly in debt, you're enslaved to whoever you owe. When will you break free from that chain? 4. Gambling and hoping for luck. How many times have you seen someone buy lottery tickets every week, hoping to hit it big? It's a habit that poor people cling to, a belief that wealth is a matter of chance, not strategy. The rich understand that wealth comes from calculated decisions, not gambling. They don't rely on luck, they make their own luck. Think about it. Are you really going to leave your financial future up to chance? Or are you ready to take control and build your fortune, brick by brick? 5. Prioritizing immediate gratification. This habit is a silent killer. Poor people tend to spend on things that give them pleasure now, new clothes, gadgets, eating out. The rich, they prioritize long-term gains. They delay gratification to ensure they can enjoy the finer things later without worry. Imagine the luxury of being able to buy what you want, when you want, without guilt or financial stress. That's what comes when you choose the future over the present. 6. Failing to invest in themselves. If you're not growing, you're stagnating. Poor people often see education and self-improvement as optional. The rich, however, see it as essential. They know that investing in their skills, mindset, and knowledge will always yield returns. When was the last time you invested in yourself? What's stopping you from making your mind your greatest asset? 7. Hanging around negative influences. It's often said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by people who complain, make excuses, and live in fear, guess what? That will be your life too. Rich people avoid negative influences like the plague because they know it drags them down. Do you have someone in your life who always seems to bring negativity? What if cutting them out could change your entire outlook and financial future? 8. Watching TV and scrolling social media for hours. This one hits hard. Poor people waste hours each day consuming mindless entertainment. The rich, they use their time to build, learn, and grow. They understand that time is their most valuable asset, and they treat it with respect. How much time do you spend consuming instead of creating? What could you achieve if you spent that time learning something new, developing a side hustle, or building your network? 9. Complaining. Instead of problem solving. We've all been guilty of it, complaining about how unfair life is. But here's the difference. While poor people complain, the rich are out there finding solutions. Complaining keeps you stuck. Problem solving propels you forward. What's the last thing you complained about? Now, ask yourself, did that complaint get you any closer to your goals, or did it keep you where you are? 10. Being afraid to take risks. Perhaps the most shocking habit of all, fear of risk. Poor people avoid risks because they fear failure, but the rich? They understand that calculated risks are essential to success. It's not about gambling, it's about taking informed leaps that can catapult you forward. What's the risk you've been avoiding because of fear? Now imagine what would happen if you just took that leap. Could that be the moment everything changes? And here's the secret I promised, especially for you. Networking and building relationships are powerful strategies used by the ultra-wealthy to achieve lasting success. The idea that it's not what you know, but who you know, resonates deeply with their approach. Think about this. How many times have opportunities in your life come through a recommendation, a referral, or a conversation with someone connected to something bigger? The ultra-wealthy take this to another level. They understand that meaningful connections lead to exclusive deals, insider knowledge, and access to resources that others never see. When they want to grow their business or invest, they don't rely on job boards or cold calls. They tap into their network of trusted advisors, peers, and influencers. These relationships are nurtured carefully because, in their world, opportunities flow through strong personal connections. By surrounding themselves with like-minded people, they continually open doors that lead to wealth accumulation and success. Imagine leveraging your own network this way, tapping into the strengths, knowledge, and influence of those around you to accelerate your success. The truth is, networking is a tool anyone can use. You just need to start building it strategically. So now you know the habits that are keeping people trapped in a cycle of poverty. But here's the thing, knowing isn't enough. You need to take action. What will you do differently starting today? Don't just dream about being rich. Start living like the rich do. What's your next move? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update, because trust me, the best is yet to come. And click on the video to my right or left. They are fantastic.